Good afternoon, everybody. It's Evie here. This afternoon's going to be fun. I'm actually going to do chopping board pours on here. So I'm going to start off with a little one first and then maybe do a bigger one afterwards. Now, my resin of choice today is Eparency Ultra Clear Fast Curing. The reason for this one is because it's fast curing, it's Australian. I'll just read a little bit of information about it for you. It can be used for cast-in river pours, for bonding and filling. It's a gloss finish for bars and tabletops. So it coats wood, veneer, metal, foam and fiberglass. It's also zero VOCs, UV resistant, ultra clear and has a low viscosity. And did I mention it was Australian? I hope I did. Wonderful company. Please just check out below in the information and you'll see that there is a discount from the company if you wish to purchase their products. They're very quick at delivering, being here in Australia. I mean, even though we do have a little bit of a hold up with some of the deliveries, with it being near Christmas. Now what I've done, I've just protected the back with painter's tape. As you can see, I've just put it on and just trimmed around the outsides. I want the resin to come down to the sides. Don't know what I'm going to do about the metal part in the middle, because usually they don't have that. It did come with a tie through it, a bit of leather, which I've removed and I'll place back in afterwards. So this one is classified as a bamboo serving paddle. It's 28 by 11 centimeters and it's made from lightweight durable bamboo, perfect for cutting and preparing, and it's eco-friendly. Okay, so I've just purchased some of these. Now the colors that I'm going to be using, I've got my resin mixed here, which is 2 parts epoxy to 1 part hardener. That's the hardener here and the epoxy here. So got that mixed there nicely, been stirred up for the last 5 minutes. It's a very clear, durable, runny resin here, as you can see. The colours I'm going to use are chocolate gold in a mica powder, white satin and gypsy red. I've just put in less than 10% into a little container that I'm going to add the epoxy resin to and mix in a moment. What else did I have? Oh yes, I purchased these just from our local hardware shop today, although I've got lots of different gems I could use, and I thought I'd give, these are called Rose Quartz Crush, so I just thought I'd give them a try. If I can open the box. Okay, I'll come back when I've opened it. Tip some of those rose quartz, crushed rose quartz, just so you can see the colours. This is an old mould that's ripped. I'm going to try and pick out smaller pieces for this smaller little palette that I've got here. Next thing I'm going to do is to actually raise this up off the tabletop. So that the resin can pour off. I always use baking paper because it's easy just to remove off here. I can then reuse the resin that's set and cured. I'm not going to put a piece of tape as some people do, that's your choice, because I don't want a defined line. I just want it in a free form creation today. So what I'm going to do here is just add a little bit of the resin to my mixture. Make sure it's stirred very well when you're using mica powder, otherwise the powder floats to the top. These products are LeRez Expressions, which I always use. I love LeRez Expressions products because they are also Australian made and owned. They are available in the USA and Canada, I believe, and they can be purchased from around the world, as can the Eparency. All right, so that's my gypsy red. Just put a little bit of epoxy resin in with my, which one's this one? White satin, or maybe a little bit more than that. As I say, I'm going to do the little one first and then see how it goes before I do a bigger one. Stir well. This white satin's quite beautiful as well. Look at that. And this was the Gypsy Rose. I'm also adding the chocolate gold, another mica powder, which I've become a bit addicted to this colour lately. It's beautiful. It's very metallic. And let me give a shout out to the music in the background is the radio that I am playing. I don't believe I have to have copyright for a radio to play. So, because I've been getting that written on my posts lately that I've been using copyright. It's just the jazz show. I've just got it turned on in the background. And that's the chocolate brown. I make that a little bit stronger actually. Chocolate gold rather. Chocolate gold, not chocolate brown. Always stir them when you're using mica powders away from your product, where you're doing your artwork, in case it flies everywhere. This has sort of got like the two colours. If I bring that up there now, you can see the chocolate and the brown and the gold. It's just gorgeous. Chocolate, brown and gold. It's gorgeous. Okay, so that's the three. I'm going to use some of those quartz, and I'll just need a little bit of clear for that. So I'll just pour a little bit of clear in another bowl. Okay, and we shall begin, I think. So the first thing I'm going to do is where I'm going to put the stones. Now, I don't want to put them where I'm going to hold the handle. So I'm going to put them here. Just add in a little bit of clear resin, also down on the sides. Actually, I might, while I'm here, just pop some all the way around the sides just to help the other resin colours flow over the edge. Just give them something to flow on. And I've just realised I've forgotten to put my gloves on, so I better do that. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. It's been a lovely day down here in Launceston, Tasmania today. Getting near the end of November. Very sunny, although it's starting to get over cloud now, but it's been just beautiful. We've been working in the garden, enjoying it very much. Right, so I'm just going to add, I don't know whether to put a colour underneath. Oh, I might put a little bit of white underneath, I think. The white satin. I'm just going to add a little bit of white satin on there. Just going to get rid of some of the bubbles. So these are a mixture of like the darker pink and the lighter pink. And also like the white as well. I don't want to cover the quartz in coloured resin because I don't want it to discolour them. Yeah, I think that might be enough. Okay, what I'm going to pour alongside is the Gypsy Red. Now I've got to remember I don't need to pour as much on as what I was doing before, so I'm just going to pour some on. And down the side. Definitely mixed up way too much product here. Way too much. Never mind. This one is the chocolate gold. Just pour a little bit along this side of the quartz crystals. I'm going to thicken up the white a bit by adding some glitter. Actually, I'm going to add some iridescent crushed glass, also by LeRez, if I can open it. Hang on, my gloves are a bit sticky. Oh, got it stuck. Oh, there we are. I'm going to just pour some in a little cup here. With a little bit of clear. Can you hear that crunch? Just add in little bits. A little bit more white satin. Just going to pour it over the edge. Did a little bit here. What I'm going to then do is using the blowtorch, which is a bit warm, I'm just going to sort of blow it and move it around. Don't want to set fire to the wood, of course. I can actually lift this up and move it. Just looking at this now, I may need a thicker viscosity resin. Just see. So that's looking quite effective. I'll bring you down. This layer has completely cured. I'm now going to be putting on just a clear top layer, take it up to the full thickness of the mould and add the handles. With some on now, I'm just allowing it to settle. You can see it's self-leavening and is rolling towards the edges at the moment. I just don't want to overfill it. Poured a top coat in and I've supported the handles, as you can see. That's just so they don't fall. The sticks aren't actually touching, but they're there if the handles start to fall on an angle while I'm getting it organised. But it looks okay so far. I'm just going to make it a wee bit higher because I tested the depth of the resin just using a little paddle pop stick here, and it's only come up that much. It's really not to the top, so I'm going to make some more. Okay, the mould has now been topped right up to the top with some resin. The handles are in. We'll leave it to cure. We'll see you when it's cured for the demoulding.